Hey guys, welcome back to Eric Reacts with more Game of Thrones. This is Season 5, Episode 5, Kill the Boy. What an episode title. Who are the boys on this show? Rickon? I feel like we haven't seen him in over a season, maybe since Season 3. Bran, I don't think he's been in this season at all either. Maybe Ollie? I have no clue what the title is referring to. But I definitely want to find out what happened to Barristan and Grey Worm. Really don't want to see either of them die. I like both characters a lot, and the ramifications of their death would be pretty terrible. But it is definitely time for Daenerys to strike back at the Second Sons. Whether or not she can do so effectively without the advice of Barristan and Jorah will be interesting to see. I feel like without them, she might be a little too ruthless. But maybe we'll get more hints about Jon's parents. After last episode, I have a big theory, but I feel like once Stannis leaves for Winterfell, there won't be any more chances to learn more about that for a while because, yeah, basically only Stannis and Melisandre were the ones who gave us clues as the audience. But we didn't see Arya last episode, so maybe we'll catch up with her a little. I feel like it's only been a few episodes, but I want her to already be getting better. I'm too excited for her to kick some ass, but I would love also to see more Tyrion and Jorah as well, and more Bronn and Jaime too. They have great interactions with each other, and they're all really fun. So let's get started. Very excited for this episode. Oh, she's so worried about him. Is he?
We clean the city out. Neighborhood by neighborhood, street by street.
Is that the best idea?
I prefer your earlier suggestion. Round up the leaders of each of Meereen's great families and bring them to me.
Is this the... This is not a great idea. You're gonna kill all the masters?
Hey, baby.
I like Dario's new idea better. You're teaching the... Daenerys.
Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
You don't know what it is.
That doesn't matter. Kill the boy, Jon Snow.
Oh.
Kill the boy.
And become a man.
And let the man be born.
You belong to the realms of men. All of you.
Why now?
Because now, I am Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
What would you have me do, Lord Commander?
You're condemning them to death. Worse than death, because you're too proud to make peace.
Oof.
Or maybe you're not proud.
Maybe you're afraid.
Maybe you're just a coward.
Same thing. Eee.
Easy thing to say to a man in chains.
Unlock him. Maybe you're a coward.
You're coming with me. You're the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. They need to hear it from you.
Well, pack your bags, Jon Snow.
We got our own to worry about.
The White Walkers
Less enemies for
back,
us.
dumbass.
Fewer.
Fewer.
I will follow you anywhere. You know that. But they killed Gren. And they killed Pip.
I thought he was giving his support.
If we abandon them, you know what they become. We can learn to live with the wildlings, or we can add them to the army of the dead.
Yeah. I worry for Jon, though. He's going to become more and more unpopular because of that.
Maybe Lady Sansa's better off here.
Do you guys know anything about Ramsay
Better
Bolton?
off with the Boltons.
Nice tripod.
Did you know Lord Eddard?
I knew him.
I need to get a message to her. To Sansa Stark. I served Lady Catelyn. I serve her still. Who do you serve?
Do you think she's pretty?
Of course I do. I'm not blind.
Do you think she's prettier than me? I get it.
But don't worry. I'll have plenty of time for you.
Perhaps I'll marry too.
Oh, sadistic
You're mine.
piece of shit.
You remember what happens to people who bore me.
Ah. Certainly not boring. Oh, that was uncomfortable to watch.
If you're ever in trouble, light a candle in the highest window of the broken tower.
There's something else to help you remember.
What are you trying to do? She's taking her into the
Down there.
Theon. She still thinks he killed her brothers.
She saw me. Sansa, Lady Sansa, forgive me, I didn't think.
Come here.
He didn't do anything. Oh, it doesn't matter. Ramsay's gonna. God damn it.
Give me your hand.
Why?
I forgive you.
How many
Allow me.
years has she had to sit next to people she hates while eating? Can she have a nice family dinner?
To our wedding. May our happiness spread from Moat Cailin to the last.
Bruce is like, what? This is my son? Nah, didn't drink.
It must be difficult for you, being in a strange place.
This isn't a strange place, this is my home. It's the people who are strange.
Ooh.
You're right. Very strange. Apologize for murdering her two brothers.
This is so screwed up.
There! Over and done with. Doesn't everyone feel better? I do. You will give away the bride. Someone has to. What better person?
We're going to have a baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm very happy for you.
Mr. Walken says it looks like a boy.
Is he using that to threaten him? Definitely. Oh, God. Is she enjoying them going after each other?
Sure of what?
That she's pregnant. I mean, how can you tell? I'm your son. Until a better alternative comes along.
Yeah, pretty much. You really want someone like this? Carrying forward your legacy?
And I took her beneath the tree where he was swaying. She fought me the whole time.
Jesus.
She was lucky I didn't hang her too.
Frickin'.
And I saw then what I see now. You are my son.
Huh.
But the North is ours. Yours and mine.
Frickin'
It's every
Ramsay.
book there is.
In the world?
Every book there is?
In the world.
Well, no.
Aww. Gilly.
I'm sorry I don't know things.
No.
Look at me. You know how to do 100 things I can never do.
You don't look like a soldier.
Rude.
I'm told you killed a White Walker.
That's why he's here.
When they come,
We have to know how to fight them. Keep reading, Samuel Tarly.
Keep reading.
It's time. We have to act now. Give the order. We march at sunrise.
Jeez.
It doesn't mean to stay and guard the Queen and the Princess.
No need to come in with us.
What?
Is there going to be a battle?
My Princess.
Yeah.
You won't be anywhere
There's
near.
enough talk of battles, Sir Davos. You'll scare the child.
No.
Yes, my Queen.
Melisandre. She says you have power in you. Still breathing fine. Oh, no. Stay down. Stay down.
You're still too weak.
3 days, probably.
Haritovis,
Oh, nice guess, Eric.
are you ashamed? You were ambushed, outnumbered.
I am ashamed. Because when the knife go in, I am afraid.
Men fear death.
Not death. I fear. I never again see Missandei from the island of Nath.
Oh, man.
If I give everyone what they deserve, I'll have no one left to rule.
Yeah.
Sir Barristan counselled mercy when I took this city. Dario Naharis thinks I should kill the former masters and let the rest of the city fend for itself. What do you think?
She's now an advisor.
I'm not fit to have an opinion on these matters.
You live here.
You are as fit as anyone I know. And you know who will suffer the most if this all falls apart.
I have seen you listen to your counselors. And I have seen you ignore your counselors.
Yeah.
Because there was a better choice. One that only you could see.
Yeah. What does she have in mind?
I was wrong, and you were right.
About
tradition.
the fighting pits? You're gonna open them up?
About bringing the people of this city together.
Huh.
I will reopen the fighting pits. To free men only. Slavery will never return to Marine.
Yes.
Not while I live. I will marry the leader of an ancient family.
Him?
Thankfully, a suitor is already on his knees.
A suitor is already on his knees. Oh my god.
Long, sullen silences and an occasional punch in the face. The Mormont way. I know where we are. You're taking us through Valyria.
Oh.
How many centuries before we learn how to build cities like this again?
And all that men had learned. The doom consumed it all alike. And neither of them turned.
I would clap.
I think Jorah had a half smile on. What? What did he see? Drogon? Tyrion's never seen a dragon before. What? That was a man. No. Oh. What?
Don't let them touch you.
If you're touched, you have grace. You get grayscale. Jesus.
Cut me free! More man!
Oh damn! Can you stay afloat without untying your hands? What? That can't be the end of the episode. Come on. Cut him free.
Did any of them touch you?
You?
I suppose that's why they send them there.
Death would be preferable.
Daggers in their hearts and be done with it.
Yeah. What? No. God damn. Gotta find the same maesters that killed Shireen. Damn. Okay, so killing the boy had nothing to do with killing actual boys. Aemon just told Jon to forge forward and do what he feels is right, and Jon has the right idea. I understand that the Night's Watch hates wildlings because of this generational conflict, and vice versa. But if they don't let them through, nothing will stop them from becoming whites when the White Walkers roll over them. And Tormund agrees to bring these terms to the wildlings as long as Jon goes with him. But announcing it to the Night's Watch did not go over well. There was that one guy who was just like, we should leave the wildlings out there, less enemies for us. And Stannis was like, fewer enemies for us. So funny. So he's just very concerned about the grammar. But Jon is right about the wildlings, but he's not changing people's minds that easily. I'm pretty sure some people will hate him forever. Even Ollie, the kid who was so happy that Jon won that vote, does not feel good about it. It's a dangerous position to be in with so many people hating you. But Grey Worm, back in Azos, Grey Worm wound up not dying. And he's ashamed not because he wasn't able to save many of his comrades, but because when the knife went in, he was afraid. He feared never seeing Missandei again, which is both really sad and really sweet. And they admit their feelings for each other, and I'm really happy about that. But Sir Barristan is dead. That is a huge blow. it made me really worried about Daenerys going forward. Barristan and Jorah cautioned reason and mercy when it was necessary. Without both of them, listening only to Daario would... it's not a good idea. Her first move after losing Barristan was to gather all the masters and put one to death by Viserion and Rhaegon. But thankfully, Daenerys is smart enough to find a new advisor. Basically gives Missandei a promotion from translator to advisor. I wonder if that comes with additional benefits like dental, healthcare, I don't know. But yeah, she values Missandei's input because she's lived all her life in Essos, but also because of the kind of person she is. So that was a good move. But Missandei winds up not giving her any specific advice, just reminds her that the reason people follow Daenerys is that she sees unique solutions to problems that no one else can see. And Daenerys decides to open the fighting pits to bring people together. I'd say that's a pretty good move, though it was Hizdahr's idea in the first place. But there need to be precautions with that. People will also inevitably die in the ring, which sucks. But with slavery not stamped out, it'd be best if fighters aren't forced to fight to pay off their debts, or if that they're not coerced by other means to fight. And I don't know if she'll find precautions for that. But then she says to Hizdahr that she'll marry the leader of a great family, which is good for her ruling and good for the people of Meereen. But the way she proposes to Hizdahr is, I have a perfect suitor. He's ready on his knees. My God, I don't even know what to say to that. But back in Westeros, back at Winterfell, Brienne does a good job sussing out that the old man was loyal to the Starks, and getting the message through to that old woman to light a candle in Winterfell's highest tower. I guess I can trust that old lady now, since she didn't go directly to Ramsay with that information. Though it's still possible that she went to Sansa and Ramsay, or Roose. But yeah, meanwhile, I try not to judge, but Ramsay and Miranda have this sick relationship. That scene was hard to watch. I didn't realize this till editing, but Sansa goes to the tower that Bran fell from. I don't know if she did that to light the candle. I'm actually not sure if that's the highest tower in Winterfell. But Miranda shows up and shows Sansa to the kennels where Theon is. I don't think Sansa bought for a second that Miranda was genuinely trying to be her friend, but Miranda doesn't try to pretend for long anyway, leading her to Theon, and then Ramsay forces Theon to apologize for killing Rickon and Bran, even though he didn't. As if a coerced apology is an apology anyway, as if Sansa even wanted an apology from Theon. It's all a game to Ramsay, that smug little... And he says he'll have Theon give her away at the wedding too. If Sansa didn't know about Ramsay's sadistic nature before, I think she's starting to get a little of it now. Which she will... I don't know. But which will she hate more, being walked down the aisle by Joffrey or by Theon? At least her first marriage wasn't to a sadist, so... Roose actually seems to try to put Ramsay back in his place for being too smug about everything by having Walda announce that they're having a child together, and Sansa smiles so much she just wants to see Ramsay suffer. It's pretty amazing. Also because she knows that it will create division within the Bolton family. And Ramsay's definitely feeling like he's about to be cast aside, but Roose still tries to keep him on his side. He knows he needs him for the upcoming fight, and treats him like he actually cares about him to get this going. I feel so bad for Gilly. She's naturally curious about the world, but she's also very insecure about her own level of knowledge. She was apologizing to Sam for not knowing things. So sad. Oh, it's not her fault. Sending you much love, Gilly. Sam says he wanted to be a maester when he was young. I wish he could have done that. Did Randall Tarly not allow him to? Just because he's not good in a fight doesn't mean he can't be incredibly valuable in other ways. Sam doesn't regret it though, because he got to meet Gilly, which is really sweet. But Stannis freaking Baratheon even shows him some respect. Comes over, asks him about how he killed a White Walker, They talk about Dragonglass at Dragonstone, which is awesome. Keep reading, Samwell Tarly. An order from someone who would be king, and Sam is more than happy to oblige. He's like, oh, I would do this whether or not you told me to. But Stannis, meanwhile, is ready to take Winterfell, and he chooses to bring Shireen and Selyse with his army. Don't know how I feel about that, but it is better than leaving them at the Knights. Actually, leaving them at Castle Black wouldn't be so bad considering Jon's in charge, but still. Jorah is in a rush for some reason and decides to go through Valyria to reach Daenerys. I guess it was a necessary move with others looking for Tyrion, so avoiding people was a good idea, though avoiding people should have extended to avoiding the Stone Men too. They see Drogon fly by, and they're distracted for long enough for the Stone Men to get the jump on them. Jorah saves Tyrion's life and unbinds him, so I guess he trusts him now, which is a little odd. But he still keeps the fact that he was touched by a Stone Man's secret. Damn it, I wish he was wearing his armor or something just to prevent that. That's almost like a death sentence right there. And as far as I know, Shireen is the only one to survive the grayscale. And I don't know how long it takes for people to succumb and die. Like, will it be noticeable by the time they make it to Meereen? Like, if Jorah brings Tyrion to Daenerys, can she see it like on his face or something? Like, how far gone do you need to be to like lose your mind too? Will he have enough time to go to Meereen, back to Westeros, and then find help from a maester or healer or apothecary that Stannis had heal Shireen? I don't know. But I'm going to give this episode a 3.5 direwolves. Score-wise, we aren't hitting the same highs as last season, but I'm still thoroughly enjoying this season. And we're at the half point of this season already, and we're 45 episodes down, just 22 episodes more before I'm all caught up. It has been exhausting editing these as best as I can and doing all these other shows, but all your kind and thoughtful comments have been very helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, tomorrow's my birthday. Woo! Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you can't wait to watch the next episode, make sure to check out the early access on Patreon in the link in the description below. I've actually got the next 3 episodes up already. It's also over here. Dang it, I have never once pointed in the right direction. Alright, bye friends.